dudes and dudettes of YouTube land? It's Frank with What's the Point EDC, and guess what? It just dawned on me I never did a close-up video of the Civivi Odium. So, it looks like today is going to be a Civivi Odium kind of day. I know I did a video featuring the Civivi Odium, but I did not do the Civivi Odium. So let's get into this. This is going to be a Ferrum Forge design done by Civivi. Civivi, if you don't know, is connected to Sencut and We. They're the parent and sister companies. We have a backspacer right here made of G10 scales. We have liners that are probably some sort of stainless coated steel. G10 scales, as you can see, with just one screw. Actually, I just now noticed that. That only has one screw, including the pivot, but that's not necessarily a screw. This side right here, I can't tell, but I don't know if I'm pretty sure this pocket clip holds the screws in, or holds the scale in. Not 100% sure. This is not a review. This is just a close-up video, so I won't be giving you measurements and all the other stuff, or HRC or any of that of the steel. But it is D2 steel, as you guys can see. Ferrum Forge design. Let me give you a close-up of the edge. It's done some cutting. Nothing too spectacular, but I have definitely done some cutting. This, in a way, you could say this is my nephew's knife. So I bought it for him. It's got good jimping. He's a 10-year-old, and his hand fits it good, though I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. He doesn't really like it as much as he thought he would. He doesn't like the way it opens, and he doesn't like the action. The blade, here, I'll show you guys real quick. You see how you got to do too much? For him, that's doing too much. For me, I'll just flick it open and blap, and it's closed. That's it. Call it a day. Keep it moving. But for him, it's not quite as easy. You know, he's a younger guy, and he hasn't quite figured out everything yet. And he's discovering what action is on a knife, and he's really loving it. There's jimping on this flipper tab here. It's running on bearings, I believe. Oh, where's that? Washers. That's washers. Okay, so it's running on bronze washers, probably phosphor bronze, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I'm just trying to give you all some good sounding techniques to make it sound like I know what I'm talking about. You heard me? Oh, that was a fail. Okay, guys. So it's a very small knife. Let's do a quick pocket check. I'm going to go ahead and open this bad boy up real quick. Today I got my Best Tech Ronin in, or Best Tech Men Ronin in. I got my Baby Rhino by Off Grid Knives that's also OEM'd by Best Tech. I have, last but not least, on the knives that I have on me is going to be the Max Ace Albatross. Titanium frame, Damascus inlays, M390 steel, and Doom's Infinity Cube with his doodad tied up on that bad boy. I'll let you hear this thing. Don't you love it? Also, I got my Rovivon Aurora A2 Gen 3. Expect a video on this within the next 2 days, we'll say, for sure. Give me 2 days max, and I'll get it to you. Okay, let's put these up. There we go. This knife is always in my front left pocket, which is where that one was until this one took its place. Holler at your boy, Floyd. Thank you very much, bud. Okay, what do I like about this knife? I really like the action actually is pretty good. Opening action is excellent. I like the forward finger choil. I heard Doom talking about in a video today that a forward finger choil is technically a waste of blade. I believe that's what he was saying. I was in the middle of doing a whole bunch of things while listening to the live. So if you don't know who Doom is, go check him out. His name's The Beard of Doom. That's his that's the name of his channel. He does lives twice a week. He does Doom reads, Doom rides. He rides on a motorcycle and shows you the area where he lives out in Florida. He'll be out there by the National Space Station. Excellent. But I like that forward choil, and I do like the hole in the blade for deployment, for weight reduction. It just feels good in hand like this. It's a 3-finger knife, you know. But sometimes you can like squeeze your forward and you put your finger up here, you know. I don't have the biggest hands. So someone who has really big hands, you're going to need to use that forward choil. I don't like the pocket clip. Not even close. I'm actually learning I'm not the biggest fan of the bent pocket clips, the deep carries, honestly. I just don't care for them too much anymore. They're cool and all. This is a good bent pocket clip. This is my kind of bent pocket clip. Matter of fact, this one right here is damn good in and of itself. It ramps up, but for some reason, it doesn't affect me as bad as the Civivi does. Maybe it's because it's not quite as aggressive on the ramping. Well, there's your bag spacer. Let's go ahead and look inside of here and see what we got. Ooh, that's nice. I never realized it was up inside there. Look how skeletonized it is. Da-da-ding, da-da-ding. Yeah, check it out. Go ahead, Civivi, on the small Odium. You guys put in some work on that. Here's your texture vision. So this is my first Ferrum Forge design right here. Not bad. Another negative to this knife is going to be your lock bar access, or lack thereof. That jimping isn't doing anything for you, to be totally honest. It's really not. If this was down just a tad more, it'd be okay. I'll give you an example. Here you go. Here's the off-grid knives, Baby Rhino. Look at this one. See all the access you got right there? You can just access it. Yep. You guys see it. It's a very cool little knife, though. It's a very budget-friendly knife. If you're trying to get one of your children into a safe knife that you feel is sturdy and you're not going to have lock failure or any of that, we can do a spine whack test real quick. It's freaking pretty hard spine wax, to be totally honest with you guys. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to call it quits here. We're going to cut this bad boy off. But before I go, I just want to say my message real quick. And that's, if you're an addict, to never quit quitting. Stay strong and live long. Find the help that you truly deserve so you can live your best life. Life is worth it, and so are you. If you're struggling with bad thoughts, please reach out and find some help. Talk to somebody. There's always somebody willing to talk. Just reach out. It's going to be okay. This is not how it ends. To everybody else out there on YouTube land, I appreciate you so much for being here for this video. This is Frank with What's the Point EDC, and I'm out. Fading in.